Rick Hong here for Hollywood First Look. Tonight, I'm at the premiere of Don't Make Me Go. The movie stars John Cho and Mia Isaac. Let's take a first look.
Let's go somewhere. We've never taken a real road trip together.
No way. It's the rest of summer.
We're going.
I will be miserable the entire time.
I will teach you to drive on the way. If you have a good attitude for real, I'll let you get behind the wheel.
If you promise to never do that again, ever.
I will never, ever do it again.
Get out!
All right, good.
How was it opening up the script and like reading those first couple lines, and then you get to the end and you're like, oh, those first two lines make a lot more sense?
I knew how it was going to end before I read the script because Hannah Marks, the director, actually spoiled it for me. She thought I read the script when I actually hadn't, and so she was like, oh, you know, when this happens and this happens, and I was like, what? And so I knew the ending. I thought that would help me to not be as emotional, but still got pretty emotional when I read it.
No, you were totally emotional. Like, you were in the zone with John Cho. So it's like, how was it working with John? I mean, you're like, hey, I got a Korean dad.
Yeah, I mean, I feel really lucky that I got to work with John because he was so kind, and I think I was really nervous because it was my first movie, but he showed me a lot of love during the shoot, and he helped to make me feel a little bit more comfortable, which I'm so grateful for.
In the script, was it originally like an Asian dad and like a half black, half Asian daughter, or was this like, that was just like something like this, like came to you like via casting and everything? You're like, that's a great idea.
No, they were white in the script originally, but there was no reason that they had to be, and I was such a John Cho fan, so we just kind of took it from there. And Mia was so terrific. It just seemed like race didn't really matter for this particular story. I mean, originally I was thinking about like this kind of authentic Americana spirit with the cities we'd be going to and the cast that we would get, and then we ended up filming in New Zealand. And when that happened, it actually refocused my energy completely on the father-daughter relationship at its core, which actually was such a blessing. Sometimes the challenges and restrictions or limitations create, you know, beautiful new creative work.
Like, I'm thinking that what you're doing is you're setting us up as fans of yours because you're doing these, like okay, so Columbus is, you know, you're kind of like a father figure, older brother role. And then Searching, you're the dad role without the daughter. This time, Don't Make Me Go, you are a dad with the daughter doing all the emotional scenes. And the next project that you take on, you're going to be like some sort of bad guy. That's what I think you're doing. You're setting us up as like, oh, John Cho is like this great dad and everything, and also you're going to be like, no, I'm a bad guy.
You're making me sound really smart if I really am planning this out. But that sounds good to me.
How is it being a part of this project? Because the beginning kind of says what an audience member might feel about the end, but then the end is crazy. So, like, I don't know if you knew what was going to happen as you were reading the script.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't predict the ending, but I also, this is slightly controversial. I also feel like it's not particularly material what happens at the end. It could go one way or the other, but the lesson of the movie, if there is one, is the journey, you know, and enjoying the time that we have with one another and loving one another, and that's really what the movie is about. And the ending will surprise some, it might not surprise others, but I think whatever happens, it's really about how they got there.
Don't Make Me Go is playing on Prime Video now. Until next time, I'm Rick Hong.